Welcome to Ornaments of Grace, stories for Advent and Christmas. From the Gospel of Luke. And the angel Gabriel spoke to Zechariah, saying, "Your wife Elizabeth will bear you a son, and you shall name him John. And he will turn many of the children of Israel to the Lord their God." After this time, Elizabeth conceived. Zechariah and Elizabeth, his wife, who was barren, were an elderly couple, long past childbearing age. Zechariah and Elizabeth belonged to the tribe of Levi and were descendants of Aaron. So Zechariah belonged to the priestly class by right of his birth. The gospel tells us that the couple was righteous. They prayed with pure hearts. Zechariah got a chance to serve in the temple because the priestly families took turns and they drew lots to see who would enter the tabernacle area. Zechariah won the lottery and went into the temple to offer sacrifice and incense to the Lord. This changed the course of history. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Elohim, Adonai Elohim. And while he was in the temple area, the angel Gabriel appeared to him and told Zechariah that Elizabeth would conceive and bear a child who would prepare the way for the Lord. And the child was to be named John. Zechariah could not believe it. He and Elizabeth were too old. Because he doubted the angel, he was struck dumb. Until the child's birth. Zechariah, at that moment, wrote on a tablet that the child's name was John. As soon as he had done this, he broke out in a beautiful song of praise to the God of Israel. Zechariah and Elizabeth's hope for having a child had died long ago. And yet God had changed all that. This was a sign for all of us and a sign for all Israel that they had not been forgotten. Israel had not heard a prophetic voice since the time of Malachi 450 years earlier. And Israel wondered if God had forgotten them. They wondered if the Messiah would ever come. Now, the prophetic voice of Zechariah rang out in the Benedictus, that wonderful canticle of praise. Advent is a time when we wait in patient hope. The Messiah is coming, has come, and will come again in glory. we're beginning a new liturgical year filled with joy and hope, knowing that the Lord can do the seemingly impossible, knowing that the Lord has not forgotten us, and we will lift our voice in praise with Zechariah by saying, "Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, because he has visited and ransomed his people." Zechariah is our 18th ornament of grace. Your wife, Elizabeth, will bear you a son, and you shall name him John. And he will turn many of the children of Israel to the Lord their God. After this time, Elizabeth conceived. Observing the beautiful ornaments, how can you drop a dead hope you carry around and take it in trust to the Lord? What blessing is it for you to be living in a time when you know Jesus has come, has saved you, and will come again in glory.
Someone who's used media a lot in evangelization, so I believe in the importance of Catholic radio, Catholic TV, Catholics using the new media. Can I encourage everyone to watch Shalom TV? I think it's a great vehicle of evangelization. And God bless all of you.
Shalom World, God's own channel.